Am I the asshole for assuming my friend Darius invited me to his bachelor party after I didn't attend the wedding of my closest friend Devin and his wife Uma? So I, 37M, and here's what happened. Last year, Devin got married to Uma in an expensive ceremony that cost us all around $5,000 each. The reception had a live band, which is weirdly pricey, but hey, it was a memorable night. Darius, being the self-proclaimed best man, decided he wanted to celebrate his own impending nuptials with a bachelor party that sounded like it would be way more fun than our wedding. I mean, who needs a boring old rehearsal dinner when you can have a weekend of drinking and debauchery in Vegas? Fast forward to last weekend, Darius invites me to the most exclusive, invite-only bachelor party in town, complete with a $10,000 tab at the high-end hotel. It's like he's trying to one-up us all by showing off how lived it up he did during his own celebration of friendship. I accepted because it seemed like I'd missed out on some quality bonding time with Darius and the guys. But when I saw Devin and Uma posting pictures from their honeymoon, which included a picture of Darius in a silly outfit from the bachelor party, I started to feel a bit annoyed. We're all about being supportive and inclusive, but it feels like Darius is rubbing it in my face that he got more attention at his own party than we did. I tried talking to Devin about it, saying something like, "Hey man, nice honeymoon, sorry you didn't invite me to your party." He just laughed it off, telling me I was being too sensitive. Now, I'm wondering if I overreacted or if Darius really thought he could just swoop in and steal the show with his own celebration. Am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole for reporting my coworker Devin for buying a large quantity of marijuana and having it delivered to his apartment during work hours? So I'm 21M and here's what happened. I've worked with Devin at our small startup for about 6 months now, and we get along pretty well. He's always been cool to me and we usually chat about sports or video games during lunch. Recently, things took a weird turn when I saw him on my way home from work buying some stuff that looked like it could have been marijuana at the local convenience store. At first, I thought nothing of it, but then he mentioned something about getting a little something for Esme, and we started talking about her birthday. I found out a bit later that Devin had ordered a large quantity of marijuana online, like over $500 worth, and had it delivered to his apartment during work hours. When I asked him why he did that, he just shrugged and said he was trying to take it easy with Esme's visit next weekend. The problem is, this isn't the first time Devin has been open about his use of marijuana around me, and it makes me uncomfortable. We've had some rough days at work lately, like last week when Luna yelled at us in front of clients because we weren't meeting sales targets fast enough. I'm not saying that's Devin's fault or anything, but it feels like he's always finding new ways to be late or distracted when things get tough. And now this, having a bunch of weed just sitting around his apartment. It's just a little too much for me. Devin says I overreacted and that everyone else has their own secrets, so he's calling me out for being judgmental. Esme is saying it's none of my business what Devin does on the weekends. I'm still waiting to hear back from HR about whether they'll take any action against him. Am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole for declining to take in my family member who needed a place to stay? So I'm 27M and here's what happened. My mom is Zeke's wife, and we all grew up together. About 6 months ago, I was living with Marin, my girlfriend, in our apartment. We had a pretty good thing going, but then Zeke asked me if I wanted to take in Priya, his sister, who had just gone through a breakup and needed a place to stay. At first, I said no because we were barely scraping by on Marin's part-time job, and I didn't think it was fair to ask her to shoulder the extra expenses. But Zeke kept bugging me about it, saying that Priya was being super appreciative and would only be staying for a few months until she got back on her feet. I finally said yes because Marin was getting frustrated with our living situation, and I thought it would give us both some space to breathe. So Zeke set up a temporary arrangement where Priya would move in for free, but I'd still have to pay rent for my own room. It seemed like a good deal, but things quickly took a turn when Priya started showing up at our apartment unannounced and helping herself to Marin's stuff without asking. One day, she even borrowed Marin's favorite dress without permission, and then had the nerve to say that it was none of her business who owned it. The final straw came when Zeke showed up at our apartment with a bunch of Priya's friends in tow, expecting us to have a party to celebrate her first week back. He just assumed we were going to host this impromptu gathering without even asking us first. When I told him that wasn't cool, he got defensive and said I was being ungrateful for taking in Priya in the first place. That's when Marin finally lost it and told me that she'd had enough of our living situation too. We've been arguing ever since. I know some people might say that I should be more understanding, but honestly, I'm just tired of being taken advantage of.
Am I the asshole for telling my dad that I don't want his advice anymore after he missed every important moment growing up? So I've always been pretty close with my dad, Wade, but as I got older, I started to realize just how little of a presence he had in my life. He was never really there for me or Sasha and Isla, who are my 2 kids. When I was going through college, he barely visited us, and when I graduated, he only came for the big day and then promptly forgot about it after that. Fast forward to today, and I've been having some serious doubts about our relationship. I recently had a falling out with Wade over something stupid, but it made me realize just how little he's contributed to my life. We were at Sasha's birthday party last weekend, and he was talking about his own kids, who are all grown up with families of their own. He mentioned that he used to be really involved in their lives, but then suddenly stopped showing up because life got busy. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. This is the guy who's always giving advice on how to be a good parent? It made me feel like I'm just pretending to be some kind of authority figure when it comes to raising my own kids. I called him out on it, and he got pretty defensive. He said I was being unfair and that I should appreciate everything he's done for me. But the thing is, he hasn't done anything except give me a bunch of unsolicited advice over the years. And now, I'm starting to realize that his advice isn't even worth taking because he has no idea what it's like to be in my shoes. I told him that from now on, I don't want his advice anymore. He got really upset and said I was being childish. But honestly, I just feel like I deserve better than someone who couldn't even show up for the most important days of my life. Am I the asshole?